Well, hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, one and only Animation Legends, and yeah guys, today I am back with the next part of what if Naruto was neglected by his family, reborn, refused to give up his chakra to Menma. So yeah guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the previous part of the series, and if you guys have not seen it, please guys check it out, you guys will definitely like it. And yeah guys, before starting this video, I would like to make a request to all of you guys who are watching this video. If you guys are new to the channel, or if you guys have not subscribed yet, please guys do so. It would be very helpful to me as I want to reach 20k subscribers on this channel, and you guys subscribing would be really appreciated, so please guys do so. So without any further ado, let us start the video. So last time we left off as we saw that how Naruto has been finally decided to become the 5th Hokage, while Minato as well as Jiraiya and 3rd Hokage decided to have a meeting in the Hokage office as there was still time for Naruto's Hokage ceremony, as Naruto has to go to Fire Daimyo to report to become the next Hokage, as Jiraiya told Minato that maybe they can sabotage there, but Minato as well as the 3rd Hokage told Jiraiya that Naruto has the power of the Moketan and the current daimyo had relationship with Senju clan. They will definitely support Naruto. Even Tsunade coming forward will not help whatsoever. So afterward, Jiraiya explained the situation that maybe it is time that Akatsuki make a move, as he explained that according to the information he has gotten from Shisui, Akatsuki is pretty wary of Naruto. And if Naruto were to become the Hokage, they would not be able to make a move against Konoha. So they are looking forward to eliminate Naruto. As afterward, he explained that if they were to leak the information of Naruto going to Fire Daimyo, they will definitely make their move. As well as Minato told Jiraiya that he will be there even if Naruto somehow is able to defeat all the members of the Akatsuki. After all, the leader possesses the Rinnegan, not inferior to the Moketan. So therefore, even if Naruto loses, he will definitely be out of chakra, and Jiraiya has to finish him off. While on the other hand, Jiraiya decided to ask for help from Orochimaru, who decided to summon most powerful shinobis of the previous era, like the first Hokage and second Hokage, this time made from the sacrifices of White Zetsu, pretty powerful. While on the other hand, Naruto, once he was out of Konoha, the so-called Ambu, who were actually Root Ambu, tried to attack Naruto, but Naruto simply get rid of them. Afterward, he was surrounded by the Akatsuki member, but Naruto simply smiled at that and finally activated his Rinnegan, as Naruto fought against Hidan and decided to use the abilities of the Rinnegan to extract his soul. While on the other hand, Kakazu, who decided to betray Naruto, believing that they would be able to take down Naruto and he would be able to get his bounty, that was a mistake on the side of Kakazu, and just like that, Naruto utterly destroyed all of his 5 hearts. And afterward, Naruto decided to summon a meteorite from the sky, as Pain as well as most of his parts were destroyed because of the meteorite. While on the other hand, Naruto was casually standing there, as afterward Naruto made a space-time barrier stopping Shisui, who was possessed by Black Zetsu, as well as Uchiha Obito, who were trying to run away, but the barrier was powerful enough, stopping both of them from using their respective abilities to run away. While on the other hand, Naruto simply explained the situation to Nagato, who was taken aback at that, as Nagato was already healed up by White Zetsu, but still decided to use the 6th part to test Naruto's strength, and afterward he was far too exhausted to put up any resistance against Naruto once Naruto activated the 10 Tails Chakra Aura. Therefore, Naruto was easily able to extract the power of the Rinnegan from Nagato, as afterwards System told Naruto that he can absorb the power of the Rinnegan, thus obtaining the Rinne Sharingan, the next evolution of the Rinnegan. So just like that, Naruto absorbed the power of the afterward, Naruto separated Black Zetsu and used Black Rods to pin that creature down, and afterward, Naruto absorbed the Mangekyo Sharingan abilities of Uchiha Shisui. As Naruto hated Shisui, this guy almost took him down if it was not because of the system, and somehow he's able to separate himself from the Uzumaki family. They would have definitely used the abilities of Shisui to make him hand over his chakra and his life to Menma. So Naruto truly hated Shisui. So just like that, Naruto ended the life of Shisui Uchiha and afterward used the Mangekyo abilities and absorbed them for themselves. And just when Naruto was about to end the life of Uchiha Obito, the Susanoo outside, as well as 1000 hand Buddha slam into the space-time barrier, shattering it apart, as Naruto look outside to see that Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara was standing there. So yeah guys, that was the last part of the series. So if you guys have not seen it, please guys check it out. You guys will definitely like it. So let's start the story from here. As Naruto in his 10-tailed state was standing in the ground looking towards the barrier which was shattering, and finally Naruto saw the two figures. As Naruto raised an eyebrow at that, because of the space-time barrier, he was unable to sense what is going on outside. His attention was on Akatsuki members and looking towards Uchiha Obito, who also looked back to see that it was none other than Senju Hashirama. But when he saw the other figure, he was taken aback at that. How is this possible? How could Uchiha Madara be here? And finally, Uchiha Madara as well as Senju Hashirama stepped forward as Senju Hashirama looked towards Naruto with, you can say, complicated expression on his face. Well, Kate, it seemed that we have finally met again. Though I did not expect that we will meet again in the same circumstances as previously we met. As Naruto simply smiled at that. Do not worry, First Hokage. This time, results are gonna be definitely more different than you expect. As Senju Hashirama looked towards Naruto and the immense chakra aura, the eyes of the Rinnegan in his eyes, as Senju Hashirama simply nodded at that. Your power has increased rapidly, while on the other hand, Uchiha Madara looked towards Naruto with pure hatred in his eyes as he said, "You, Uzumaki brat, those eyes, the Rinnegan, they belong to me." As Naruto simply chuckled at that, as Naruto looked towards Obito, "Are you the one who's gonna tell him, or I should be the one?" As Uchiha Obito finally spoke up, "Madara, those are not your eyes are there." As Uchiha Madara looked towards the direction where there was the pair of pupils that were utterly destroyed, Uchiha Madara was taken aback at that as he used his sensory abilities. Even though the eyes were utterly destroyed, but they still had a slither of chakra left in them. As Uchiha Madara took a step back in utter shock, those were his Rinnegan eyes, but as if those eyes had used the Izanagi and turned white. No, it's not possible. The Rinnegan doesn't have such ability. As he looked towards Naruto in utter shock, as Obito decided to explain, Madara, do not underestimate him. Not only this guy has the power of the Rinnegan, he has naturally awoken it. He also possessed the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan previously, but he also possessed the power of the Mokidan, and he has somehow gained his hand on the power of the Ten Tails. Even though we have not gathered all the nine-tailed beasts as well as Gedomazo is still at our Akatsuki base, but this guy somehow has the power of the Ten Tails inside of him as well. As Uchiha Madara looked towards Naruto in utter shock, as Uchiha Madara shook his head at that, "It's not possible. I do not know how you possess the Rinnegan, but it doesn't matter. It's time that I shall be resurrected, and you, the failure Obito, you had truly ruined our plan, but it doesn't matter. Since I am here, I will take care of the matter myself." With that, Uchiha Madara slapped his hand together, and just like that, a gigantic wooden dragon appeared. As Naruto scoffed at that, "Wooden dragon, you say?" As Naruto slammed his foot into the ground, as even a bigger wooden dragon appeared in front of Naruto's wooden dragon that was on the side of 1000 hand Buddha. Now that he has the power of the Ten Tails, Naruto can use even bigger power of the Mokidan. As Senju Hashirama also clapped his hand together as 1000 hand Buddha appeared, as Madara jumped on top of it. Now with that, Susanoo started to engulf 1000 hand Buddha, as Naruto simply smiled at that. "You asked for it." As Naruto slapped his hand together, "I wanted to try this technique for a long time, but it is time now." Sage art, true 10,000 hand Buddha. With that, Naruto clapped his hand together. The ground started to shake violently. Both Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama were taken aback at that, where the ground shattered as a gigantic figure that overshadowed the Susa Buddha of Senju Hashirama and Madara, as 10,000 hand Buddha finally appeared. As Naruto smiled at that, "It's not over." With that, Naruto used his power as Susanoo engulfed the complete 10,000 hand Buddha, and all the 10,000 hand moved simultaneously. In all, the 10,000 hands were gigantic forms of the Rasen Shuriken as well as Biju Dharma, and in front of this power, Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara were nothing more than insects. As Naruto was smiling, looking towards them, while on the other hand, far away, Orochimaru cursed under his breath, "Jiraiya, I'm getting out of here." With that, Orochimaru ran away. He had also realized that this battle is already lost. They are not gonna win this. While on the other hand, Jiraiya could not believe this. How is this even possible? That was the full power of Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara. He has somehow controlled the power of Senju Hashirama, but Uchiha Madara seemed to be no longer under the control of Orochimaru. Orochimaru had overestimated himself. He thought that Senju Hashirama was the bigger threat, so he had used all of his power to control Senju Hashirama, while Uchiha Madara, once he was weaker than Hashirama, but once he was summoned, he somehow has gotten out of the control of his reanimation and his power somehow has restored itself as well. So Orochimaru was no longer under control of Uchiha Madara, while on the other hand, Naruto simply smiled at that, and finally, Naruto's 10,000 hand moved as Uchiha Madara and Hashirama also decided to use all of their power to defend themselves as a huge explosion took place, and the battle result was obvious to all as Hashirama and Madara were nowhere to be found. Finally, dust started to come together as the forms of Hashirama and Uchiha Madara started to be revived. Suddenly, a blue figure rushes towards Naruto with blinding speeds as Naruto casually looked towards this figure as a slash finally appeared towards the neck of Naruto. But Naruto did not even bother to move as the sword met with Naruto's neck, and just like that, it shattered into pieces. As this was the figure of reanimation of Tobirama. He was under the control of Orochimaru, but they were still conscious. Huh, well, kid, I must say that you have surpassed my brother. I had high expectations of you when I first saw you in the tournament. As Tobirama jumped back and started to go through hand signs, but Naruto casually moved his finger, and just like that, Tobirama also turned into dust. Finally, the figure of Hashirama appeared as Hashirama was trying to move and trying to regain control of his body, but somehow, as if an otherworldly force is trying to stop him, Hashirama was confused. His strength was equal to Madara. He should be able to gain control over his body, but as if some greater force is trying to stop him, unknown to Hashirama, a figure, is watching this battle. This figure is none other than the sage of the sixth path from the Pure Land. Hagoromo was looking towards the battle as he looked towards Naruto. No, this should not be possible. As Hagoromo was confused, the child of destiny somehow is surpassed by his older brother, but he was confused about it. How did Naruto gain the power of the 10 tails? After all, he can see Gedomazo that was not present in here, but rather in the land of rain, as well as all the other Bijus are also in their respective Jinchurikis, well, other than the one tails, but his other power is also present in Gaara. So Hagoromo was confused, but he has also realized that Naruto has become a threat. This kind of power should not exist in the shinobi world, so he decided to take control of Hashirama and make him fight against Naruto so that he can understand the true extent of Naruto's power. If Naruto is the Jinchuriki of the 10 tails, then there is a possibility that his mother could be revived through Naruto, as Hagoromo did not understand how the 10 tails truly work. But on the other hand, Hagoromo simply shook his head at that. He has to intervene in the matter, otherwise the world will truly be destroyed. But these reincarnations of Hashirama as well as Madara will not do. They are already powerful enough. If he was to hand over his other halves of his power to Hashirama and Madara, they will simply replace Naruto and things will not change. After all, this kind of power will revive both Hashirama and Madara, so he cannot hand over his power to Hashirama and Madara, but his other reincarnations, they were also powerful enough. Maybe it is time, as Hagoromo thought in his mind, while on the other hand, Naruto simply smiled at that as Madara rushes towards Naruto and trying to attack Naruto using his Susanoo. But Naruto casually with one finger stopped the sword of perfect Susanoo, and the other finger casually made contact with the sword as cracks started to appear all over the sword, and just like that, they rushes towards all the Susanoo as it shattered into pieces as Naruto disappeared from the eyes of Madara and appeared behind him. Just like that, the body of Madara was once again destroyed, while on the other hand, Hashirama had used his Buddha technique to attack Naruto, but Naruto casually slapped the Buddha technique, shattering it apart. While on the other hand, Hashirama looked towards Naruto. I do not know what is going on here, but I am unable to control myself, kid. So you have to use the sealing abilities to steal us away, just like last time. As Naruto simply smiled at that. Do not worry, First Hokage. I'm just amusing myself. As for what will happen to you, I'm waiting for someone. As Naruto could already feel that, and some force is looking at this battle. The force that doesn't belong to this world anymore. As Naruto, after all, his power has exceeded that of the Sage of Six Paths. He's already on the level of Kaguya Ususuki. So Naruto can feel that a powerful force was looking towards this battle, and it will definitely make its move. While on the other hand, in Konoha, Minato was in his office and he was as if walking all over the office as he was really worried about the whole situation. Naruto should not return to Konoha, otherwise everything he has worked for all of his life will utterly be destroyed. Suddenly the door was opened and Menma and Mito as well as Kushina and third Hokage finally arrived. As Minato looked towards them, Kushina, why are you here? As Kushina simply shook her head at that as she looked towards Menma. As Menma gritted his teeth at that, Dad, I already know what you are doing. As Minato was taken aback at that, Menma, I'm not gonna argue with you in this matter. As Menma simply shook his head at that. I understand you, Dad. Naruto is not suitable to be Hokage. As Menma gritted his teeth at that. How his beloved Hinata, how sad she was, all because of Naruto. Why? Why couldn't Naruto understand his position? He was supposed to be the child of destiny. He was supposed to save the world and be the winner in life. Why could Naruto have everything? Menma had a strong feeling that whatever Naruto had, it belonged to him. And Naruto should not possess it, including his chakra and his everything. He was the one who was supposed to get rid of Akatsuki. He was the one who was supposed to save the world and marry Hinata and become the Hokage. But everything is taken away from him, and how sad Hinata was. Her family was taken over by Naruto, and he will never forget it and never forgive Naruto. As Menma looked towards Minato, father, we should make our move. Jiraiya Sensei is there. Maybe he will not be able to get rid of Naruto. This is a perfect opportunity. As Minato frowned at that, should he make a move personally? But Minato shook his head at that. He still had faith that Naruto will not return from it. After all, as he already know his sensei has asked for help from Orochimaru, who will definitely summon the first and second Hokage once again to get rid of Naruto. So this time Naruto will not be able to save himself, as Minato thought in his mind. But before anyone can say anything, the Hokage office suddenly a light appeared out of nowhere. Everyone was taken aback at that, but suddenly they were ready for anything. Suddenly, the light died down and a figure started to appear from Chakra. Calm down, everyone. Let me introduce myself. I am Hagoromo Ususuki, the sage of the sixth path. When everyone saw Hagoromo appearing out of thin air through chakra, they were taken aback at that as Third Hokage was the first one to spoke up. You are the sage of sixth path, as he looked towards the Rinnegan eyes. As he simply nodded at that, as Minato as well as Menma was also taken aback at that, Hagoromo looked towards Menma. Well, child of destiny, it seemed that you have grown up. As when Menma heard that, he was taken aback at that, but suddenly a smile and happiness appeared in him. So everyone was right. He was the one who was supposed to save the world. He is the child of destiny, as everyone was pretty surprised to hear that. But this also confirmed that they were on the right path. Naruto is destroying the shinobi world. Menma is the one who is supposed to save it. As everyone was happy about the situation, but Hagoromo spoke up. But your destiny is stopped by your older brother, Naruto Uzumaki. When everyone heard that, they were taken aback at that, but they also agree with Sage of Six Path. As Minato spoke up, so what do you want us to do, Sage? Naruto has his strength has increased to a point that we cannot stop him. As Hagoromo simply nodded at that, I believe that it is because of my mother. When everyone heard that, they were confused about it. As Sage of Six Paths started to explain, my mother was not from this planet. She came out of this planet and she brought with her a gigantic tree which has the ability to absorb the natural energy of the planet, which later turned into the Ten Tails. She used the power of the Ten Tail and the chakra fruit, which was obtained after absorbing the power natural energy of the planet to subdue everyone in the shinobi world, and afterwards she became the ruler, and afterwards she gave birth to us, but she wanted all the people of the world to turn into her personal army, a white Zetsu creature that was neither human nor ghost, and she wanted to rule everything. So we had to stop her and seal her away. I believe that somehow my mother is giving power to Naruto, and therefore she is making him a vessel for her revival. Once she is freed from her seal, no one will be able to stop her, not even me. When everyone heard that, they were taken aback at that as Menma finally spoke up. So that's how it is. Naruto is gaining power from your mother. Damn it, that cheater. And when everyone heard that, they also agree with that. Naruto should not possess this kind of power. Now it makes sense. As Hagoromo simply nodded at that, Naruto is gaining power from my mother. So I will be the one giving you power, child of destiny. You are the only one who can save the shinobi world. Not only you are the child of destiny, but you are also the reincarnation of my younger son, the ancestor of the Senju as well as the Uchiha clan, and I shall grant you the power of Ashura inside of you as well as my own young half of my power. So move your right hand towards me. As Menma nodded at that, everyone was right. He is the one who's supposed to save the shinobi world, and he will stop Naruto no matter what. With that, Menma moved his hand, and just like that, Hagoromo gave his young half of his power to Menma. Do not worry, my elder son reincarnation is also in Konoha. He is Uchiha Sasuke. I will grant him my yin half of my power. He should be able to awake the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan as well as the Rinnegan to stop Naruto. Both of you have to touch Naruto simultaneously, and my power shall seal him away permanently, therefore stopping my mother's plan of revival. Just like that, Hagoromo decided to disappear. While on the other hand, after some time, the door was opened as Sasuke finally entered. In his eyes were the Rinnegan. When everyone saw that, they finally agreed to that. Finally, it is time as Minato closes his eyes and finally opened them. Since the Sage of Six Paths, the father of the shinobi world, has spoken, it is time that we stop Naruto from destroying the shinobi world. Menma, you're the child of destiny. It is time that you fulfill your purpose. As for Konoha, we will handle everything. As Minato looked towards the third Hokage, you have to stop the supporters of Naruto from leaving Konoha. As third Hokage closes his eyes, this is the order of the Sage of Six Paths. I will stop the supporters of Naruto. Naruto shall not return back to Konoha. With that, Minato, as well as Menma, Mito, finally nodded at that, as well as Kushina and Tsunade. While on the battlefield, Naruto looked towards Uchiha Madara, who was now on the ground, as Naruto put his foot on the chest of Madara. You know, you're actually quite weak. I have never had any hope for you, Uchiha Madara. Your successor was just a failure. I can already tell that you were quite desperate at that time. Didn't you? Your Rinnegan is already destroyed by me. I have gained its power, and it was quite useful. It has also helped me evoke the Rinne Sharingan on my forehead. When Uchiha Madara saw the Rinne Sharingan, he was even more furious to think that his Rinnegan, the eye he had worked so hard to evoke, was simply a useful tool for another person. That made him even angrier, but there was little he can do about it. He was a reanimated body, but he doubted that even if he somehow revived, the Rinnegan was already destroyed and his eyes would no longer be there. So most of his power would already be gone and there would be nothing he can do about it. As Uchiha Madara looked towards Naruto, you have already have this power. You can activate the infinite Tsukiyomi. The shinobi world is filled with hatred. Wherever there are victors, there are also those who have lost, and the hatred inside of them shall finally rise. The cycle of hatred cannot be broken. You have the power to stop everything. The infinite Tsukiyomi is the only path. As Madara tried to, you can say, convince Naruto to activate the infinite Tsukiyomi. As Naruto simply scoffed at that. I have achieved everything in my life through my own hard work. I will not simply fall into dreams. If I simply wanted dreams, I could have used the limited Tsukiyomi on myself. What would be the reason for me to do all of the hard work? I do not agree with your so called dreams and ambitions, and it is time that you disappear from this world. With that, Naruto moved his hand as a yin and yang half coming together, ready to make a powerful attack that will utterly destroy the reanimation. While on the other hand, Saju Hashirama was also pinned down by Naruto's rod as well as Tobirama. They could not move against Naruto, as just when Naruto was about to end the battle, suddenly a portal appeared in the sky. Everyone looked upward to see. From the portal appears several figure. A glowing figure of yellow rushes towards Naruto with blinding speed. But Naruto casually moved his hand and grabbed the cake of the figure. As Naruto looked towards this figure, pretty surprised, this was the figure of Menma, and at the moment Menma was in his six-path mode. As Menma simply smirked at that, as the truth-seeking orb behind Menma moved, as Menma grabbed them and trying to pin Naruto down with these rods, but Naruto moved his hand, shattering them apart. As Naruto punched Menma on the face, sending him flying, suddenly a gigantic Susanoo hands moved, grabbing Menma as Menma activated the Nine Tails mode. As Menma looked towards Naruto, enough Naruto, you have done enough harm to the shinobi world. It is time that you are judged for your crimes. As Naruto looked towards these two lunatics once again, Naruto was confused. Where did these guys gain this kind of power? Could it be the figure who was secretly watching him previously had gave this kind of power to these two figures? As Naruto frowned at that, suddenly there was a yellow flash as Minato appeared with a Rasen Shuriken in his hand behind Naruto. But Naruto did not even bother to move as a huge explosion took place. But Naruto was still standing there, not even a scratch on his body, only the Sage mode attacks could actually harm him, and Minato was not using them at the moment as Minato disappeared, as Kushina also appeared with Ninete's chakra surrounding her, as all four of them look towards Naruto. Naruto, your ambitions ends today. As Naruto looked towards Minato, do you realize what you are doing, fourth Hokage? I am the fifth Hokage. How dare you move against me? Suddenly, while on the other hand, Hashirama and Tobirama, who were on the ground, were taken aback at that. They did not knew that Naruto was the fifth Hokage. But looking towards the fourth Hokage, Tobirama spoke up. Fourth Hokage, what are you doing? If Naruto is the fifth Hokage, you do not have any qualifications to move against him. Not only he is your son, but is also the fifth Hokage, and his power is the power of Konoha. As Minato spoke up. You do not understand, second Hokage. Naruto has gained the power of the mother of Sage of Six Paths, and Sage of Six Paths himself has appeared and told us to stop Naruto. When Hashirama and Tobirama heard that, they were taken aback at that. They looked towards Naruto, pretty surprised and shocked at the same time. While on the other hand, Madara also looked towards Naruto. So, you have the power of Kaguya. As Naruto raised an eyebrow at that, he was really confused about the matter. Honestly, he doesn't know about Kaguya or anything like that. As Naruto simply shook his head at that, I do not know what you guys are talking about, but it doesn't matter to me. Your ambitions are clear to me. So you're talking about that figure who was secretly watching me and is secretly controlling these two reanimations of Tobirama and Hashirama. As Hashirama also realized that if Sage of the Sixth Path himself is controlling him, then that would be the reason even after revival he was unable to control his power and he could not break free from the boundings of the reanimation. As Menma stepped forward, Sage of Six Path Hagoromo himself has appeared and he has told us your ambitions, Naruto. You're being used as a vessel for Kaguya and she's gonna use your body for her revival. And she was sealed away by the Sage of Six Path into the moon. So you are nothing more than a vessel. This power doesn't belong to you, Naruto. So your ambitions end today. He has said that I am the savior of the shinobi world and I shall stop your ambitions here. As Naruto simply chuckled at that, now it does make sense, as the system has already explained the history of the shinobi world to him. So Naruto realized that these people believe that he has gained the power of Kaguya, but they themselves doesn't know that it is because of the system he possessed this kind of power. But Naruto simply shook his head at that. It doesn't matter. You guys are simply grabbing at straws, Kaguya, Hagoromo, it doesn't matter to me. I am already the fifth Hokage of Konoha. My power is my own power. As for so-called freeing Kaguya and becoming her vessel, I have no interest in it. But maybe you should ask this Madara Uchiha here, as Madara was taken aback at that. What are you talking about? As Naruto simply chuckled at that. In reality, Kaguya's power lies in the Gedomazo. Once the Gedomazo has all the power of Nine-Tailed Beast, it will return back to 10 Tails. In reality, 10 Tails is the true form of Kaguya. If you were to use Infinite Tsukiyomi on the moon, then she will truly be able to manifest her true self into the 10 Tails host and therefore returning back to life. I do not have the power of Kaguya, as the power of Kaguya still resides within the Gedomazo as well as in Moon. When everyone heard that, they were pretty confused about the matter, but Nenma spoke of enough lies, Naruto. Sage of Six Paths himself has spoken, and you have gone too far. It is time. Sasuke, now! With that, both Menma and Sasuke disappeared as Sasuke appeared behind Naruto with Black Chidori in his hand, as Menma also appeared with a strange looking Rasengan, trying to slam it into Naruto, but Naruto moved his hand, grabbing both Sasuke and Menma, and started to rotate with violent speeds as Naruto threw both Menma and Sasuke, sending them flying as Minato moved in his Sage mode. While, on the other hand, Kushina also used her chakra chains engulfed in the power of Nine Tails towards Naruto, while on the other hand, they had also secretly removed the rods from the first and second Hokage and even Uchiha Madara. As Madara looked towards this whole battlefield, all of his life ambitions were utterly destroyed. If what Naruto is telling is true, then that means that he was nothing more than a pawn in the hands of Kaguya. Osusuke, while on the other hand, Hashirama, who can still not control his body, as well as Tobirama, joined hand with the people to attack Naruto. Suddenly, a gigantic Rasengan appeared into the sky as Jiraiya has finally decided to intervene in the matter. Seiya Rasengan, with that, he attacked Naruto. As Naruto simply smirked at that and clapped his hand together, suddenly vines appear from the ground, grabbing at Jiraiya as well as the other people, but most of them were high speed people, so they were easily able to dodge most of the attack as Naruto simply chuckled at that. And here I thought after gaining all of this power, the world would be boring. But it seemed that you have finally decided to show some ambition and decided to entertain me. So let us begin the battle, this time with even more. As Naruto simply smiled at that, suddenly the system started to spoke up. It is detected that host is surrounded by malevolent forces. Even the Sage of Six Path himself has intervened. Thus, the host required the assistant of system. As Naruto raised an eyebrow at that, in actuality, system was never like this. Something is off with it. As Naruto's eyes narrowed at that, what do you want, system? How can you help me? As system was silent for a second. It is detected that host is lacking in spiritual power. The system can get a powerful soul from another dimension to merge with the soul of the host and make his spiritual power even more powerful, thus gaining more control over the chakra and power. As Naruto's eyes narrowed at that, the another soul from another world. Not many people know that in actuality, all those years ago when Naruto was reborn into his body, Naruto had felt it. Something was off with his body as if there was another entity in his body controlling it previously, but he had gained control over it and he was sensing that. But after that, system came out of nowhere and afterward, that entity in his body as if it disappeared, but Naruto was always on guard against the system. There is no free lunch in the world. Naruto knows that this system came out of nowhere, and that feeling when his soul finally returned back to this body and whatever that strange entity was inside of him, Naruto had never forgotten it. After all, he was weak in his previous life. He never wanted to be used by other people, and the system was always suspicious. As Naruto simply shook his head at that, I do not require any help. My power is more than enough to take care of these weaklings. Even the Sage of Six Paths is nothing. As the system was silent for a second, suddenly Naruto felt it. Something is off. As Naruto grabbed his head, what are you doing, system? As there was silence in his head. You're rather stubborn. I have waited for this long enough. You were able to dominate your body, this body, and I was pushed away. It is good that system protected me, but it is time that I take over this body. It belongs to me. You should have died in your previous life. As Naruto said, so you're the other soul that was system was trying so hard to protect, As the other figure simply chuckled at that. I was always present here, but it is time that I take over this body. Do not worry. I already know how to control it. As Naruto gritted his teeth at that, there was a battle inside of him. Two souls were fighting for the control of the body. Everyone was surprised what is going on here. As you can say, Menma looked towards Sasuke, wondering what they should do now, while on the other hand, Madara simply stood up. It is time. If he were to get the Rinnegan of Naruto, he can still make his ambitions come true. Who cares about Kaguya? Maybe after becoming the 10th Jinchuriki, he will simply not use the power of the infinite Tsukiyomi and will not bring back Kaguya, but he will definitely become the Jinchuriki of 10 days. His story has not ended just yet, as they simply rushes towards Naruto, while on the other hand, Naruto was in a battle. Suddenly, Naruto simply smirked at that. I always knew this day will come. So, do you really believe that I was not prepared for it? What are you talking about? The other figure in his mind spoke up. As Naruto simply smirked at that, as Naruto started to go through hand sign, and suddenly Naruto clapped his hand together. Come forward, Shiki Fujin. And just like that, a Reaper started to appear out of nowhere. Are you out of your mind? You will lose your life as well. As the other figure inside of him was silent for a second but started to panic. As Naruto simply smirk at that, perhaps you've forgotten. You are an outside entity in my body, while I am a six path, if not even greater power full figure. I will not die. But as for you, as the figure of Shikifujin started to move towards Naruto and grab the soul of Naruto and suddenly bring it out, as Naruto was right, as Naruto looked back to see that it was not his soul, but rather the other soul in his body. As the soul was panicking, you cannot do this to me. I'm the one who's supposed to be in this world. You should have died. As Naruto simply chuckled at that, he knew this soul, there is only one way to take care of it, and that was when it was in its weakest point, trying to take over his body, activate the Shiki Fujin, since Naruto has already sacrificed one soul. As Naruto moved his hand towards Uchiha Madara, suddenly Black Rod slammed into the body of Uchiha Madara who was in front of him. As Naruto moved the Reaper to grab the soul of Uchiha Madara, and just like that, it was sealed away. As Naruto simply looked towards all the other figures who were pretty surprised, as Naruto simply smirked at that and dispelled the Shikifujin. Damn you, Uzumaki Naruto. With that, the Shikifujin took away the soul of the other person as well as the soul of Uchiha Madara, forever sealing it away. As Naruto simply closes his eye, this figure, whoever it was, Naruto has his memories now. Naruto can access them, but it was for a later time. As Naruto spoke up, I will deal with you later, system. As system was silent in his mind, as Naruto made some clones and disappeared. A clone appeared in front of Minato with rapid speeds as Minato tried to use his Rasengan. He was still in his sage mode, but Naruto's clone grabbed the hand of Minato and punched Minato so hard in his gut that Minato almost puked out his whole organs as Naruto's clone slammed his fist into the back of Minato, slamming him into the ground, shattering the ground apart. The other clone appeared behind Jiraiya, grabbing his neck. It is time, Jiraiya. I always hated you. With that, Naruto twisted the neck of Jiraiya, and just like that, Jiraiya of the Sanin was no more. The other clone also moved with rapid speed, appearing in front of Tsunade, pinning her to the ground. He will deal with her later. As for the first Hokage, Naruto's clones has already activated 1000 hand Buddha as both of the Buddhas attacked each other. But Naruto, who was the 10-tailed Jinchuriki, was far greater than Senju Hashirama. And it did not take long for Senju Hashirama to be pinned to the ground as well. While on the other hand, Tobirama was no trouble whatsoever, and just like that, within seconds and rapid speed, Naruto has already put away most of the people there. Now it is time to take care of the heirs of the Sage of Sixth Path. As Naruto looked towards Menma and Sasuke, as Sasuke spoke up, enough Naruto, you have gone too far. How dare you attack the fourth Hokage? Do you want to betray Konoha? As Naruto scoffed at that, how foolish, Uchiha. Do not worry. I am already the Hokage. Who cares about the fourth Hokage? As for your evil Uchiha clan, do not worry. I will definitely send them off soon enough. As Uchiha Sasuke gritted his teeth at that, this was one of the reasons he hated Naruto. Naruto somehow has immense hatred towards the Uchiha clan. He doesn't know where it came from, but it doesn't matter. Suddenly, there was a whirlpool behind Naruto trying to grab him once again. As Naruto said, I almost forgot about you. And the whirlpool, Naruto simply threw a black rod in the dimension as Uchiha Obito was unable to react before the black rod exploded in his small dimension. The whole dimension was utterly destroyed, even if Uchiha Obito activated Izanagi to, you can say, revive himself within the destroyed dimension. He would not be able to survive any longer since the dimension was already destroyed. He wasn't able to come back to this world. And just like that, Uchiha Obito was utterly killed off, while on the other hand, Naruto finally looked towards Sasuke and Menma. Both of them nodded as Menma activated the Nine Tails mode, and just like that, a huge Nine Tails appeared as Sasuke activated his Susanoo and jumped inside of the avatar of the Nine Tails, and just like that, the Nine Tails form of Susanoo appeared as Naruto simply clapped at that. Naruto simply clap. Alright then, since we are gonna have this kind of battle, well then, let me ask for some of my own help. Summoning Jutsu, come for King Ghidorah. With that, a huge explosion took place where Naruto has asked for summoning is a gigantic figure that loomed over Nine Tails form finally appeared as the figure finally opened his wings, and now it was 10 times the size of the Nine Tails. This was King Ghidorah, one of the summons Naruto has gained from the system, as Naruto simply smirked at that. What do you think of this power? If I can make it even stronger, as Naruto simply slammed his hand into the head of King Ghidorah as the Susanoo started to appear all over King Ghidorah, while on the other hand Menma and Sasuke were panicking now. They never expected that Naruto will summon this kind of monster, as King Ghidorah all three mode looked towards the Nine-Tailed Susanoo, and all three of them started to power up a huge explosion of power as all three beams come together as Nine-Tails opened its mouth and released the Bijudama as well. But Naruto was channeling power into King Ghidorah at the same time as the beam quickly pierced through the Nine-Tails form. Nine Tails Bijudama and pierced through Nine Tails form as well, shattering it apart. as Menma and Sasuke puke out a bit of blood. As Menma gritted his teeth at that, Sasuke, we have to get rid of him, otherwise our power will not last for long. As Sasuke nodded at that, as Sasuke said, it is time, Menma, now. With that, both Menma and Sasuke disappeared as Naruto has narrowed at that. As we look back to see that, it seemed that Sasuke and Menma has surrounded him and they are trying to touch him. As Naruto has narrowed at that, it must be some kind of seal trying to seal him away, and they need to make contact with him simultaneously to seal him away. As Naruto simply smirked at that, both Sasuke and Menma suddenly froze as if caught within ice, as Naruto has changed dimension just like Kaguya, as King Ghidorah was still present here, as Naruto was flying over the air, as Naruto simply chuckled at that. You know, these kind of sealing abilities will not be able to help you. I am an Uzumaki and I am a master of seals even greater than the fourth Hokage, so you should just give up, my little brother. Naruto finally brought Menma and Sasuke back to the dimension and threw them away. As if their aura was flickering, they have used too much power. The power of the Sage of Six Paths cannot last forever, especially in Menma, who has temporarily gained a bit of fraction of the power of all 9 Bijus, but the power is limited and one day it will run out. And Menma was fighting for Naruto for far too long and he was losing power rapidly. Suddenly, the chakra out of thin air started to appear in the center of the arena as Sage of Six Paths finally appeared. As Sage of Six Paths looked towards Naruto, you who is gaining power from my mother and want to release my mother, I shall stop you right here and right now. Come forth, brother. And just like that, another figure appeared out of thin air. This was the figure of Otsutsuki Hamura. As Hamura looked towards Hagoromo, now brother, as both of them started to channel their power, suddenly Menma and Sasuke screamed in pain as if their chakra was being extracted as Hagoromo had gained the power he had given to Menma and Sasuke as the moon and sun symbol disappeared from their hands and appeared on Hamura and Hagoromo simultaneously. Their forms solidified and just like that they reverted back to their youth as they rushed towards Naruto ready for the battle. As Naruto simply chuckled at that, he was waiting for this. And now it is time. As Naruto clapped his hands together and just like that his Rinnegan activated suddenly. Both Hagoromo and Hamura stopped as if the world has come to a standstill. The natural energy of the planet as if it has gone crazy. It started to rush towards Naruto violently. Naruto has realized that the Ten Tails true form is the so-called divine tree, but the divine tree's true form is also Ten Tails. Since Naruto possesses the power of the Ten Tails, he can do same what Ten Tails can do. And as a conscious entity and a master of Sage mode, Naruto has greater control over the Sage arts. So therefore, Naruto can absorb the natural energy of the planet. As the planet's energy started to rush towards Naruto violently, as Naruto's aura completely changed, as Naruto disappeared with violent speeds, Naruto was already behind Hamura, and Naruto's hand was already passed through the heart of Hamura. He will know not show any mercy. The power of Hagoromo and Hamura, it was temporary and they were not as powerful as they were in the peak of their power when they sealed away their mother, and Kaguya must have held back. After all, Naruto's power is greater than Hagoromo, which means that Kaguya's power was also greater than these two brothers. But as a mother, she must have held back, but he has no need to hold back his strength, and just like that, Naruto has tore away the chakra core of Hamura as Naruto smirked at that to think all those years ago his chakra core was taken away by his father, and now today he has taken away the chakra core of another entity. As Naruto simply shook his head at that as Hamura puked out a little bit of blood as he looked towards his brother. With that, Hamura turned into pure chakra and disappeared. Hamura! As Hagoromo screamed at that as he glared towards Naruto, his other hand shined and the remaining chakra of Hamura appeared in his hand. The sun and moon symbol are now in his hands as Hagoromo screamed, "Die!" as he rushes towards Naruto as Naruto simply scoffs at that, and he also rushes towards Hagoromo as the battle between two powerful entities began. But Naruto's power was greater than Hagoromo, even if Hagoromo had greater experience. But the battle started to go one-sided when Hagoromo's body started to change. It started to grow old rapidly as Hagoromo was now panting hard. He already had limited chakra. He had given it to Menma and Sasuke, even though he had taken it back, but they had already exhausted most of it. And using this kind of forbidden ability to revive himself temporarily. It simply doesn't work. Hamura, his little brother, was already destroyed by Naruto. The main reason for it was that their existence is temporary and they cannot use their full power as if they were in their youth. And just like that, Naruto was upon Hagoromo as Naruto slammed his hand onto the forehead of Hagoromo and started to channel his Rinne Sharingan as Hagoromo screamed something is off, as if his whole existence is being erased and turned into a separate existence. And just like that, Hagoromo disappeared. In his place was a chakra fruit as Naruto simply smirked at that and opened his mouth and started to eat the chakra fruit. And he also absorbed the chakra core of Hamura as Naruto's aura exploded. His power increased rapidly as Naruto looked towards his hand as if his other Rinnegan eyes also started to have tomos and started to turn into blue and red respectively. As Naruto simply chuckled at that, he can feel it. The power inside of him was increasing rapidly. As Naruto looked towards the defeated form of the Kushina as well as Minato who were now unconscious as well as Menma who was now trembling in utter fear as well as Sasuke who was unconscious as Naruto closes his eyes. He was actually also going through the memories of this other soul. It seemed that it doesn't belong to this world but rather a planet called Blue Star. He has somehow come here. Now Naruto understand it. In reality, there are two timelines. Timeline number one, where Naruto was only 8 year old, being taken away chakra by Minato and Kushina. He was only 8 year old, and the other second timeline is that of Naruto's original timeline, where he was 17 year old, already on the verge of death. It seemed that in timeline one, this system appeared as well as it came with a separate soul from the other world and took over the body of 8 year old. But at the same time, what the system did not expect that the timeline 2 Naruto was also rebirthed at the same time into the timeline 1. So therefore, system had to separate the soul of that other world entity. After all, the body was more compatible with the timeline 2 Naruto soul as Naruto took over this body smoothly, while the soul of Timeline 1 Naruto seemed to be dissipated or was taken away by the system. Naruto truly doesn't know about it, while on the other hand, Naruto what smoothly took over his body and the system has to serve him. Otherwise, after all, he has already bonded with the host and he cannot separate himself. And Naruto also know about these so-called transmigrators. They come to this world which system are their respective golden fingers. As Naruto has also realized that this must be the plan of the system. System never wanted him, Uzumaki Naruto, to be his host, but rather that otherworldly entity. But Naruto has also noticed something. In every transmigration, the number of times these transmigrators has taken over the bodies of Child of Destiny are pretty limited, and even when they are transmigrated into the body of the Child of Destinies like Sasuke, Menma, or Naruto, they are always at the point when they are far too young. So Naruto believes that this system is here to steal the luck of these respective planets. As Naruto started to walk towards Menma, suddenly System spoke up. Host, what are you doing? Stop it now. As System has also realized that Naruto is about to do what he thinks he's about to do. As Naruto simply smirked at that. System, I never believed you, and it seemed that I was right to do so. You have already betrayed me, and I cannot let you be in my body. And I have to be always on guard against you. There is only one way to stop you and take complete control over you, and that is Menma. Isn't that right? As Naruto finally appeared in front of Menma as well as Sasuke, grabbing both of them by the neck and lifting them into the air. Suddenly, a strange force started to appear from Menma and Sasuke as Naruto closes his eyes as his Rinne Sharingan started to rotate rapidly. Naruto was absorbing the luck that was granted to Menma and Sasuke as the children of destiny in this world. Sasuke also had this aura even though it is weaker than Menma. Menma was the true child of destiny and Sasuke was the secondary child of destiny as Naruto was taking away the luck granted to both of them by the world conscious of this world, and just like that Naruto has taken away the complete luck, and therefore from this day on Naruto is the true child of destiny. And as the child of destiny, Naruto finally closes his eyes as he finally appeared inside of his mind. It is time that I take control of you, system. Your usefulness has come to an end. As system screamed at that, host warning, warning, but Naruto simply ignored it. He was a true child of destiny at this point with the complete control over his all the luck granted to him. From the very young age, the luck is small, but as the host, or rather, the child of destinies grow up, their luck as well as the blessings of the world increase. So therefore, the system, not the transmigrators, can take over their body. So whenever there is a transmigration, it always occur at a very young age when their luck is small and system can easily take it away. Now that Naruto has the complete luck of Menma as well as Sasuke, he is the true child of destiny, one and only of the shinobi world, and he can take away all the power of system for himself as well. So just like that, Naruto destroyed the consciousness of the system, but all the good things were still present, and Naruto happily took all of it away. As Naruto finally opened his eyes, finally the threat of system has also been taken away. But Naruto believed that the world is not over, as Naruto threw away Menma. It is time that he returned back to Konoha to become the next Hokage. As Naruto looked into the sky, he was wondering, after all, now he knows about the multiverse as well as the other so-called transmigrators and systems. Since he has taken away a system, who knows in the future other transmigrators might come to his world as well. After all, it is pretty common. After conquering their respective worlds, they always like to conquer the other timelines. So who knows, in the future he might even meet with other transmigrators. What will happen? Will they have to fight, or will they work together? It is up to the future, as Naruto simply smiled at that. In his previous life, he was always taken advantage of by Minato as well as Kushina. He sacrificed so much, so in this timeline, he will never be a puppet for anyone, even for a system. He will have his life in his control, in his hand, never to be used as a puppet by anyone. As Naruto simply smiled and looked towards the sky, looking towards the future. But hey guys, I'm gonna end this series here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So what do you think of the small twist that I made in the story? So hopefully you guys like it. While I can continue the story, but it will be the other timelines invasion and things like that. Are Naruto going to the Usushi clan to fight? But I think that we had already had most of it in other series, so I don't want to go in that field. So if you guys want the series to continue, you can tell me in the comment section, and I will make, you can say, season 2 for this series. So you can give me ideas about it. So it would be quite fun if I were to continue this. But if you do not want me to do so, we can always do another series for you guys. So you can tell me in the comment section if you guys have new ideas about the series, and we will try to make them. So yeah guys, see you soon. Peace.